You know, Rose Kennedy once said that life isn't measured in milestones, but in moments. And when I think back to my experiences in Jonestown, I think about moments. I went to work for Congressman Leo Ryan in Washington, D.C., and was asked to go to Guyana to determine whether or not American citizens were being held against their will. You see, the Reverend Jim Jones, as he was called, was the leader of a church, so it was called, the People's Temple in San Francisco, and he had taken 900 people to the jungles of Guyana. And many of the loved ones who were left behind were concerned. So Congressman Ryan wanted to make sure that, in fact, their lives were safe. So we went down to Guyana, were invited to the commune, and there started to meet with many of the residents of the People's Temple, and we knew soon that many of them were being held there against their will. They had slipped notes to a member of the press who was on the trip. So when all was said and done, we took maybe 40 people from Jonestown that day. And then when we were on the airstrip waiting to board the planes, there was a tractor trailer that followed behind us with gunmen on it. Congressman Ryan was shot 45 times and died, the first and only congressman in the history of this country to be assassinated in the line of duty. I was shot 5 times on that airstrip. I was 28 years old, and I realized that my life was almost over. And when it didn't happen, and I continued to survive on that airstrip, I made a promise to myself, a promise that I would never, ever take another day for granted. 22 hours later, we were airlifted out of there. I spent 2 months in hospitals with over 10 surgeries, plenty of time to think about what's important. And it has absolutely molded who I am today. I've already been close to death, and you're not afraid of much of anything after you've been there.